The line at the commissary kitchen always started before dawn, a parade of sleepy food truck people in hoodies and baseball caps and complicated feelings about onions. June held a coffee the size of a fire extinguisher and smacked the side of her truck with her palm like it owed her rent. "Don't you dare," she warned the generator. "Not today." From the bay next to hers came a low chuckle. "Talk nice to it," a voice said. "Engines can smell fear." She turned. Logan leaned against his smoky blue truck, cap backward, hands tucked into a grease-smeared hoodie that said "Smoke and Skillet." They crowded the corkboard for Riverfront Friday pad assignments and both landed on C12. "Share it," Rita, the commissary manager, said. "Play nice or go home." They rolled out, backed in on a ridiculous diagonal, and set a 2-foot demilitarized zone between windows. "Wouldn't want our customers to flirt over the boundary," Logan said. "They can flirt," June said. "They can't queue spaghetti." Morning broke open into orders, sizzles, and smoke. June folded pork and scallion dumplings while Logan sold therapy disguised as brisket sliders. By late morning, the rhythm felt inevitable. Gloves snap, tongues clack, register ding, until June's generator coughed, sputtered, and died. "Not now," she breathed, flipping useless switches. Logan appeared with a heavy-duty extension cord. "I told you I'm not sharing power," she said. "Cool," he said. "I'm lending." She plugged in, equipment hummed back to life, and a kid asked, "Are you guys fighting or dating?" "We're neighboring," June said. "Looks like you're dating," the kid replied. By noon, lines at C12 braided together. Office friends built plates from both menus, his charred corn elote beside her sesame cucumbers, her chili oil on his turkey sandwich. "This shouldn't work," a woman said, chewing happily. "And yet." "America," Logan muttered. "Stop saying that like it's recipe research," June shot back, smiling. The health inspector arrived in an official vest with a clipboard and a face that could curdle mayo. "Hand-washing sink?" she asked. Water ran, but the drain didn't. "P-traps clogged," the inspector said. "No standing water." Logan slid in with a bus tub and a wrench like a storm dog. "Temporary catch permitted for an hour," the inspector allowed, then pivoted to his window for thermometer logs. After a few tense marks on the clipboard, she left with a nod that felt like Christmas. A neon mic influencer popped up between their windows. "Collab, besties." "We're neighbors," June said. "We're frenemies," Logan said. "We're functional strangers," June added. The influencer giggled, got the worst angle of June and the best of Logan, and vanished. During a soft lull, Logan leaned on the boundary. "Why dumplings?" "Grandma taught me 80 a night. Said if I learned, I'd never starve," June answered. "Why smoke?" "My dad did ribs every Sunday. I wanted the smell for free forever." Their windows snapped open again to a fresh wave, rhythm restored. Week 2 made the diagonal at C12 a spectator sport. Someone posted a Venn diagram meme. Dumplings and smoke overlapped as Flirtation Nation, which June pretended to hate and Logan pretended not to see. They started trading without comment, his extra limes for her chili oil, backup tongs when hers snapped, Venmos titled Lime Crime and Oil Tycoon. On the third Friday, the sky turned green-grey, the wind shoved canopies and market ops yelled, 15 minutes, then shut down. June's generator died again. "You can't keep bailing me out," she said as Logan rerouted power. "I can until you replace it," he said. "Also, I need a favor. Inspector wants a dedicated garnish spoon bin." She handed him a quart container like he'd asked for a kidney. Rain slanted. A little girl in a yellow coat asked for something warm. June and Logan built a bowl together, her noodles, his pulled chicken, her scallions, his patient broth. The girl took a bite and sat down like her legs resigned. "Her soul just did a fist pump," Logan whispered. "America," June whispered back, and they sold 6 more very good bowls before the storm lost interest. Monday errands became tradition. Hardware on 9th, hoodie compliments on 3rd, Carmela at the register calling them baby, a thrift store run for diner stools and a chipped Lucky Cat because he's trying. Savannah's Sweets set up across the walk the following week, ring light, cupcakes, and confidence. "Everything's content," she chirped, thrusting a camera between their windows and rating June's dumpling a 5, Logan's slider a 6, her own cupcake a 10. "Who scores themselves a 10? June muttered. "Past life princess," Logan replied. Comments did their usual chaos. June turned off her phone and chopped scallions until the board went green. Later, Logan knocked with a small bag. Savannah's pastry chef made these. June bit into a perfect strawberry tart and hated Savannah less. She held the tart out. Logan took a bite from her hand, casual enough to set off an internal fire alarm. "Like eating a good mood," he said. "Don't ever say that in public," she said, fighting a smile. By July, the committee had announced a Riverfront finale, 1 dish per truck. Winner gets a winter pop-up slot. "What's your dish?" Logan asked. "Dumplings," June said. Bold. He debated brisket and grits versus tacos. She voted grits. They scheduled a Monday tasting, no lines, neutral feedback, which June declared a myth. In the commissary, Logan brought 4 grits and 3 toppings. June brought 2 doughs and a sauce board like a paint set. Grit 1, smoked Gouda, heavy cream, salt pressier than my shoes, he said. Good, borderline obnoxious, she decided. Needs an adult, acid and a timeout. He adjusted. She folded until his thumbs protested. He fell for a chili oil black vinegar sugar whisper blend. She called him a cliché. He called her a tyrant. Then he said, "What if we build a smoke-kissed dumpling?" "Heresy," she said. "Opportunity," he said. "Steam, kiss over smoke, finish in pan." She groaned and agreed, threatening to give her grandma his address if yelled at in a dream. It worked. Smoke whispered, didn't bully. Oil turned to silk. "We can't submit this," she said. "We're competitors." "We'll submit different things," he said. "Sell this in the fall if the city lets us." "We'll get married by then," she blurted, then choked. "I mean, the dish marries our menus." "Cool," he said too fast. "Good bit." "Never speak again," she laughed, mortified. He did not, thank God. Finale week, everything went wrong on schedule. June's grandma sprained an ankle. Her supplier ran out of the flour she trusted. Logan's axle cracked in a pothole like the city tried to bury a secret and failed. "I can't get to the riverfront," he said, flat. "Tow says 3 hours." June arrived with a borrowed hitch, 15 bungee cords, and tow truck persuasion energy. "You can't tow me with a taco," he protested. "It's a dumpling," she said. And yes, slowly, like a parade for sad trucks. At the pad, Rita frowned. "Finale rules, you can't share 1 pad today." June answered before thinking, "Then he sells from my window." "That disqualifies him," Rita said. "Then we'll both be disqualified," June said. "We'll just feed people." Rita rubbed her temple, muttered a prayer in manager, and waved them on. Smokers tucked behind the dragon, a service plan that made no paper sense but perfect motion sense. Savannah filmed, for once shutting up. The line went feral. They sold 100 bowls of Very Good Things 2.0 and 100 smoke-kissed dumplings they weren't legally allowed to call dumplings in certain regions. People cared less about names than what happened in their mouths. Rain rebooted, because of course. At some dumb perfect moment, June looked up and Logan was already looking. Words failed. They moved closer. Finally, overdue, obvious, they kissed like 2 people who could cook each other blindfolded. Someone cheered, Savannah against her will. "Fine," she declared to her ring light. That was a 10. Poppy appeared at the window, tiny and serious in noise-cancelling headphones, holding a glittery sign, "Go Uncle, go June." She slid a drawing across the ledge, 2 diagonal trucks, a big heart in the middle, a dragon breathing smoke that turned into dumplings. June made a sound halfway between laugh and cry. "You like the chaos?" Logan asked. Poppy nodded, then wandered off to tell Rita to make every Friday a block party forever, as children logically do. Rita glanced at the kiss, the line, the drawing, and the sky like it was her problem. "Committee wants a winner," she said. "I'm telling them we didn't have any." "Is that allowed?" June asked. "It is now," Rita said. New tradition. No winner, just a block party. They sold until the lights came on and the river put on its evening jewelry. When the last bowl left the counter, June slid down the inside wall of her clean truck floor like a person who'd spent all her energy properly. Logan knocked. "Barely alive?" "Barely," she said. "Come be barely alive outside," he said, handing her a paper cup of something warm invented by grandmas to make you believe in tomorrow. They watched the river breathe. "So," he said, "we broke rules." "Yep, got disqualified." "Yep, kissed where people could see." She nodded. "What do we call this?" "Something with fewer syllables than competitors." "Partners? In crime? In kindness," he said. She turned to him. He was already there. "Okay, partners in kindness." "And business?" he asked, careful. She snorted. "Slow down, capitalism." He laughed. "Fair. Maybe we pilot a Saturday pop-up," she said. "Smoke and fold." He blinked. "Your smoke, my fold," she clarified. Very good things. Very good things, he echoed. Fireworks started somewhere unnecessary. Savannah filmed. June did not care. Poppy hugged both their knees and declared, I'm boss of the register. You already are, Logan said. Good, also, you should get married. June choked. Logan coughed. Poppy went to file executive orders with Rita. You good? He asked when they stopped laughing. Great, she said. Love it when tiny dictators make operational decisions. They stood a while longer in a city that hummed instead of shouted. One more thing, he said, pointing toward their diagonal pad. Keep it? Forever, she said, or until Rita throws us out. She loves us, he said. She tolerates us, June corrected, which is better. America, he tried. She elbowed him. He caught her hand. She let him keep it. They closed down together. Not perfect, on purpose. Arguing about bungee cords and playlists and which lucky cat lived where. Saturday, they tested pop-up logistics. His niece Poppy counted change with the focus of a NASA launch. Carmela from 9th showed up with ribbon and declared herself CFO, Chief Flirting Officer. Savannah's pastry saint traded tarts for bowls. June's grandma video called from her recliner, ankle prop, to say, that boy smiles like someone who doesn't burn garlic. Keep him. Logan saluted the phone. Yes, ma'am. June rolled her eyes and blushed like a teenager. They rehearsed saying smoke and fold without grinning. They failed. They ordered shared inventory labels and debated logo cats. They kissed behind the truck where the cameras couldn't see and in front of the river where everyone could, getting used to the fact that it didn't ruin anything. It made it real. On the next Riverfront Friday, the diagonal pad felt official. People lined up for the new bowl and the old favorites, for June's sesame cucumbers and Logan's ridiculous grits, for very good things in any form. The health inspector stopped by, lifted an eyebrow at their garnish bin compliance and said, Don't make me like you. Understood, June said. Resisting likability, Logan added. The influencer with the neon mic returned and for once, just ate. No ratings today, she said. Mouthful. Just vibes. Rita clanged her bell and didn't yell. The river shone like a brag. June leaned her forearms on the window ledge and looked at Logan, looking at Poppy counting quarters. You're her guy, she said. Yeah, he said. You're my girl? She huffed a laugh like a yes. Partners in kindness, she said. And in the very crunchy logistics of pop-ups. Hot, he said. Deeply, she agreed. That night they wrote a chalkboard for tomorrow's pop-up launch. June printed neat block letters. Smoke and fold. Very good things. Logan drew a crooked dragon breathing a ribbon of smoke that turned into dumplings. Poppy added a glitter sticker star where the heart should go. They stood back and admired the dumb, perfect sign. We're really doing this, Logan said. We've been doing it, June corrected. Now we're just naming it. He slid an arm around her waist. She leaned in without looking around first. The city hummed. The river clapped. The diagonal at C12 waited for morning.